you understand how to deal with since we got here. And the boys are going.
Flock of Trent checking in. Flock of Trent checking in. What's going on with y'all, man? This right here is a cannabis special. A cannabis special. Yeah. First of all, I want you all to like, comment, and subscribe. Download my song, Flock of Trent. Pound Man. Phenomenal song. If you are any kind of entrepreneur or is into cannabis in any kind of way, this is the song for you. This is the song for you. You understand? You understand me? This is the song for you. We got to get right in it though. So they got some new players in the game. They got some new players. They not new players at all. They some serious players in the cannabis grow game. They some serious players. We talking about the China man. China man. China the China man in the black market industry is being backed and funded by legitimate Chinese businesses. They're amazing at cutting that paper trail off. Shout out to my Triad brothers, Asiatic Triad brothers. Long history, pride, prideful folks, prideful organization. Shout out to my Triad brothers. Also, I want the world to understand. Remember, though, all shades come from the first person. But shout out to my Asians. Shout out to the Chinese. Shout out to my triads, man. I respect how they do business. But let's get straight to it, though. This right here is a slew. Let me sit up, man. This right here is a slew of information that you're gonna love, man. This is like an emergency podcast. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, man. Like emergency podcast. So the Chinese, man, they got that shit jumping in New Mexico. New Mexico already got the gas down there with the cartel and shit, and dispensaries and things of that nature. New Mexico got cheap prices on the cannabis, so I heard. So this is a document stating how the Chinese have a funded have funded damn, hold up, man. Damn, dog. Hold up. Nah. Nope. Basically how the Chinese have funded a mass grow out in New Mexico. And it was funded. Yeah, I got it now. Here you go. It was funded by legitimate businesses. Everybody want to turn their nose up at everybody want to turn their nose up. Yeah. So everybody want to kind of turn their nose up at what the hell? Everybody want to turn their nose up at other groups of people who illegally in the cannabis industry, but by far nobody making more shockwaves than China, man. Federal charges for a massive Chinese funded illegal marijuana grow on Navajo land in New Mexico. Now we all know Native Americans. I don't even want to dig into that. Native Americans have been robbed of their land, of our land. When I say our, I mean no, the Native Americans. It was black Native Americans here. We're not gonna get into that because that's another rabbit hole. But you know, the Europeans came here and killed the natives. You feel me? And then brought Africans here too. But Africans was already here. Hence, Africans was the natives. They died from diseases from the European. So we all know that Indian Reserve land, they do what the fuck they want on their land. If they want to grow, if they want to have 10,000 motherfucking illegal grows, they gonna grow whatever the fuck they want. China man said we gonna pay y'all folks. So boom. Remember what I said? The Chinese government gonna back Chinese in America. Cause China smart. China is a Trojan horse. Get as many folks as they can in here and cripple the economy. Why you think fentanyl is so rampant? They about to start making the fentanyl labs in the United States. Within. Once that happen, it's already happening, but once it happens on a big level, it's over with. Federal jury. So boom. 9-page indictment charges Benny Denny Benali, 48, his 78-year-old father, Donald Benali, and Irving Rayu Lin, 73. Now these motherfuckers in their 70s trapping. These are motherfuckers in their 70s trapping, bro. I'm gonna highlight this shit for y'all. The son is 48 trapping. So that's why I say niggas, black folks always get a fucked up ass stigma. Oh, you need to stop at a certain age. Man, this nigga 40, this motherfucker 48. His paw 78. The China man, Urban Rayu Lin, 73. Federal prosecutors say Rayu Lin is a Californian. He been selling them fucking pounds illegally. He been caught with a thousand bowls. He been having charges since 2020 for raids for 25 illegal marijuana grows. So at 73, that China man say, man, fuck y'all. In 2020, he was what? What today is? It's 2025. 73. So he was 68. In 2020, he was 68. And he got popped for having 25 illegal marijuana grows. That's 25 illegal marijuana from law enforcement seized 60,000 pounds from Mr. Yulin, China man. 60,000 fucking bowls, man. 60,000 bowls, man. 60,000 bowls. And in 2020, this article from 2024. 60,000 bowls. He got hit for 60,000 bowls in 2020. In 2024, he still get hit again. How the fuck is he still on the streets? I'm gonna tell y'all. The Chinese have this law called the Chinese. They had this law called the Japanese Exclusion Act or the Chinese Exclusion Act. But anyways, they got the Asian hate crime bill to where the law enforcement really can't fuck with the Asians. They really can't do Asians nothing like talking about, bro. Man, let me keep going, dog, because so he got popped. The 73-year-old China man got popped with 60,000 bowls, 260,000 plants. In a later search, two more marijuana farms allegedly operated by Denim Benali and Estanquia, 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 New Mexico. Authorities identified 10 Chinese immigrants. I ain't making this shit up. 10 Chinese immigrant workers and seized approximately 85,000, 8,500 bowls. Man, come on, man. Just listen. Just y'all want, man, listen. Y'all be having all that work. China, man, y'all be having all that work. Listen, I know a bunch of country towns you could just come and drop that shit off, and your money going and come at the end. Come at the end of the month, man. Your money gonna be ready for you. Down 35,000 in cash, illegal pesticides, 43 grams of methamphetamine. The methamphetamine was for the workers to stay up. Two firearms, a bulletproof vest. That's in case somebody come hit the farm. This is a picture. This is a picture of the groves. These motherfuckers had 1,100 grow houses, man. 1,100 cannabis greenhouses, over 400 acres, man, on the Navajo Nation land. Ain't no the Navajo, they just want their cut, you know. By the time the second raid came, they had their licenses and stuff. But once the second raid hit, it was too late. Three defendants are also accused of violating. See, this is where they're gonna sting them at. They violated the Federal Clear Water Act by sending that shit in the San Juan River. You know, the chemicals and shit like that. And that shit do play a big part on the environment, man. Like with the fishes, the wildlife, and things of that nature. Like I'm a environmental enthusiast. I'm an environmental enthusiast, health advocate. I love plants, not just cannabis, but I love to grow. I love to do flower beds, landscaping, and shit like that. I love it. Ornamental horticulture. I went to school for agriculture, plant and soil science at Southern University of Louisiana. Same college that expelled me and then doubled back and started growing marijuana like 8 years later, 7 years later. So it did grow 7 years later. That means they was in the plans of growing it. So yeah, I love plants. An additional indictment alleged that Dene Benali and Ryu Lin, the Chinaman, solicited Chinese investors to obtain funding. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, dog. The Chinese gonna break bread with their people. They don't give a fuck about America. They let this bitch burn. Because if America perish, China rises. The Department of Justice will protect the sanctity of ancestral lands, waters on tribal partners from those who would exploit the profit, said U.S. Attorney General District of Mexico. The FBI remains committed to continue to dismantle criminal organizations, said Raul Bonju, the special agent in charge of the FBI Albuquerque division. Albuquerque got a high meth rate. All right, but I hollered at Pac, man. He ain't cheap. I told him pay for my gas and send me 150. He being cheap, so that's on that nigga. I'm gonna contact his son. I'm gonna contact Maine though. Just tell Pac-Man I say stop being cheap and book me, nigga. Real talk. But thank you though, brother. Yeah, let me get back to it. Effective law enforcement remains strong partnerships at entry level. Collaboration between states, local, tribal, and federal agencies. Excuse me. They facing a mandatory minimum of 10 years up to life. Man, them 78-year-old niggas, man, them niggas don't give a fuck, man. They done ran that shit to the meat right then. They done live their life, dog. They got money put up. This shit, man. This shit for the grandkids, dog. The Navajo Public Safety released a statement of the arrest of Donna Benali in January 2025, saying any dying farmlands were destroyed and its fresh water polluted with pesticides, creating an imbalance and a disharmony for dining people in its land. The disruption occurred when people's cornfields were replaced with marijuana fields, and its yellow corn pollen way of life was trampled by greed, the department wrote. You can't fuck with the China, man. You can't fuck with the China, man. The China man is on an amazing run of who can fuck the prices up, and he gonna fuck them up. There's nothing they can do with the China man because see, this what the United States did. The United States is so hell bent on making life miserable for blacks, and we're the culture to everything. Listen close, listen close, because everybody hate to act like everybody want to act like race is not a factor. The United States is so hell bent on making it horrible for blacks that they will give everybody else a chance to eat at the table but us. The problem is that everybody else come here for the opportunities with other agendas. Like I say, China's China's the Chinese in America wholeheartedly plan is to get the money from here and build up their country. That's most Asians. And when I say most, I'm talking about nigga 98%. 98% of Asians get the money here and want to build there. They want to go home and do it. You feel what I'm saying? This China man, Mr. Lin, Ryu Lin, Mr. Lin, yes, Mr. Lin. Mr. Lin has been caught on multiple occasions. He got caught with 60,000 bowls before and still was able to go and run an operation with 1,100 grow houses on 400 acres. You know how many units they pumped out? They might have been pumping out 60,000 bowls every 3 months. $250,000 bowls a year. Let's just say, I'd like to do a little math, man. 250,000 bowls times at 500. I'm selling them whole for 500. $125,000, $125,000, $125 million. $125 million if they were selling them at 500 a year. Take off 20 mil, nigga, for fucking nigga 20 mil for making everything shake, for paying off people, paying the workers, water, lights, electricity, pesticides, chemicals, plants, paying the Indians, paying TP, stashing shit. Take off 20 mil. You still got 105 mil a year. And they gonna lock your black ass up. Your white, they gonna lock your Albanian ass up. They gonna lock your Mexican ass up. Your Hispanic, they gonna lock your ass up. The China man can't lose in the marijuana industry. If I was the China man, fuck going legal. If I was the China man, fuck a go legal. When I know they got laws for me being Asian that they're gonna protect me. I know they literally got laws where the police gotta leave me the fuck alone. Fuck a going illegal motherfucking smoke shop. Everything black market if I was a China man. You heard me? Everything. What's good, brethren?